Hi, my name is Teresa Kaiser, and today I'm going to be showing you some Facebook critical mistakes that you could be making with your profile for business. And today I'm going to show some various profiles, not to pick on any one particular person or anything like that. I just want to show you some rights and wrongs, okay? So what I'm showing you are the things that you see from a public standpoint. In other words, as you notice, like this person here, I'm not their friend on Facebook on this particular login that I'm on. And so that you get an idea of what people see on your profile when they are not your friend yet. Okay? Now, why do I choose to show this? Well, for one, if you're in business, don't you think it's a good idea that you show someone your contact information? Okay? So the very first thing that I want to show you is this, okay? I come to a profile, and if you have a fan page, I want to know that you have a fan page. I want you to pause this video for just a second and take a look and see if you can see if this person has a fan page. I mean, what can you tell by looking at their profile? Well, they are a work at home. And sometimes people make the mistake of saying, I am an entrepreneur. Oh my goodness. Certainly don't do that. Okay, so this person here says work at home, entrepreneur at, and they list the place. Well, that's weird. Her name's here. Why is that? So you actually put your name over there, and voila, look at that. Oh, wow, this person has a fan page. So make sure that you put this in the area instead of work at home, okay? So let me find you an example of another profile that I have had pulled up here, and we'll take a look at what one of the common mistakes are that you don't want to do. So if we look at a person, I have people sending me friend requests, and so, I mean, if this is your profile and I'm showing it, it's not to pick on any one individual. I'm just trying to actually reach out and help people. So when you're listing your profile, now here are something that you don't want to do, and it's a very, very common mistake, but there are ways to fix it. So when you're listing here, think about this. Yeah, you're an executive marketing recruiter. That's cool. Is this your page? Look where it goes. Nowhere. And do you see any likes? No, it's not really a fan page. The only exact place that this should go is your fan page. Chief Executive Officer. Well, let's see, there's, you know, it's a work position. Cool. Whose page is it? You know? It's not. It's just a description that Facebook threw out there because so many people do this. Well, then what is this page? It's a page where Facebook can throw up stuff and advertisements and actually make money. So yeah, they're making money off from, you know, the mistakes that we are making as entrepreneurs and listing stuff like that. You know, holy smokes, folks, let's fix this. Okay? My own CEO of my own destiny. That's cool. It's unique, you know, but it doesn't go anywhere again. It just shows them a picture of a briefcase. If you have a fan page, once again, folks, this should be going to your fan page. Plain and simple. Now let's take a look at how you set up your profile, okay? So let's pick someone else here so no one feels individualized. So now let's take a look at this particular profile of this person. So let's say I want to become your friend, or you've sent me a friend request. Well, I'm going to look at your profile, and I'm going to see some things that you don't know that I can't see, possibly. So the first thing I do when I look at a profile is, A, do you have your picture here? Is this a real picture? Come on, folks. If it's a picture of your cat, I'm not going to want to do business or follow someone that's afraid to show their face. This is business. It's about people. So rule number one, put your face up there. Plain and simple. Rule number two, in your About section, I should be able to contact you without being your friend somehow, in some way, on social media, someplace. You should have it someplace, okay? So let's take a look at that. Well, it doesn't look like this person has a fan page. It says they have mutual friends. I'll click on this button here. It tells me where they're from, you know, when their work anniversary was and stuff like this, okay? Director at XXX basketball. That's cool. Okay. studied at, and it shows where they studied. It shows where they live, that they're married, where they're from, and so forth. Let's dig a little bit deeper though. If I go to About, I can see an overview, okay, all the things we just kind of saw. Here's work and education, places live. Now this is all public, so I'm not friends with this person, so this is what everybody on earth sees. So contact and basic information, none of this is filled out. My goodness, you know, if you're going to be in some sort of business somewhere, you really should have something in here. Something. You know, how can I contact you on Instagram? How can I follow your YouTube channel? Do you have a fan page? List it here. Do you have a public email address? Do you have a Skype ID? Do you got something? It should be here. Please, for goodness sakes, don't leave this empty. Okay? You can click on family and relationships. Now, let me tell you a little tip. This is what I see a lot of times. I see people, if you're in business and you have family and relationships, and people use Facebook for, oh, I want to verify so-and-so's my cousin. Yeah, that's cool. But sometimes your relatives may get mad because if you start being an internet marketer and your relatives are getting friend requests from some person in, you know, another country that they've never heard of, they're going to go, oh, well, that's one of your marketing friends, you know. So just, if you can, see, this person has family members listed, and this is public information. So I could go over here and send one of these people a friend request, and they have no idea who I am from Adam or Eve, okay? Next thing is details. This should never, ever be empty if you're going to be in business, ever. Okay? Tell something about yourself. Anything. Absolutely anything. All right? Tell somebody you like sports. Tell somebody, you know, you like to work outside. Tell, you know, whatever it is. Tell them to visit your blog. You know, go anything to tell them who you are. Your profile is your one chance aside from your blog, which if you're using a blogging platform that's coming out very soon called Kalatu, which you're watching this post on now, it's going to pull information right from this section. So, folks, if you're using Kalatu and you have your social media profile up there, when they click on Watch My Posts, this section right here is the very first section that they're going to see. If you have this blank on your profile, get in there and edit this thing. Say something about yourself. Goodness sakes, you don't want it to be blank, okay? Next thing is life events. All right, so they started working at this place or that place. You know, if you travel, if you get married, if you take a trip, if you, anything that you accomplish in your life, you know, whether it be big or small, this is the place that you put it. So let's take a look. Now I'm going to show mine. And mine, just so you know, I just noticed now, I have to go back in and fix it, but mine is pretty much filled out. So when you visit my blog, you're going to see stuff. So let's take a look at that. The very first thing I'm going to show you is my Kalatu blog and how people see my profile from there, because it pulls it. So let's take a look at that. So this is a picture of my Kalatu blog. This is what people see when they first get here. And this allows them to connect with my Facebook profile right here, okay? So they'll be able to see my personal posts and everything else. So you click on this, and it pulls my Facebook. It'll also pull my videos. I'll show you that in a minute. But Facebook, we're talking about Facebook right now. You can check this out later. It's tknetmarketing.com. But here's the point. This little About section that I showed you before, see how I have this all nicely filled out? Because it's pulling it. It's showing people, you know, like my fan page. Here's how you know, do this and that. Here, you know, and then it shows my most recent posts, all right? That's cool. That's part of this blog. But this About section, you need to fill this out. Plain and simple. If you're going to be in business and you want someone to contact you, show them, you know, how do I find you on YouTube? See, here's my YouTube address. How do I find you? You know, what's your blog? What's your email? Give them some sort of message that they can know, like, and learn and trust you and know about you to actually do business with you, okay? So I'm going to actually follow. So you just click here to follow, okay? Follow or unfollow. So this section here where it says details about, it should actually be filled out. Plain and simple. If you have life events, if you have anything. So now let's take a look at my profile really quick here. I'm not going to make this too super long. And we'll show you some of the things, and you'll see that not everybody's perfect, but it's in there. So let's take a peek at that. Okay, so here is my Facebook personal profile. It tells all kinds of things here. Tells that I have mutual friends and so forth. And just so you know, I'm kind of sneak peeking in at my personal profile from a different login. So anyway, this tells all my information, things I've been to, things that I've done. And this kind of goes nowhere but I wanted people to see it. Okay, so it's not a big deal. But living life my own way by blogging. And then it says at Teresa Kaiser. Where do you think this goes? My fan page. Plain and simple. People have to know you have a fan page. That's it. Period. Okay. Shows that I'm followed by, you know, as current date, 259 people. Depends on when you watch this video. When you go to the About section, this is what people see public, okay? This is all done through your settings, okay? So when you do here, and you can, you know, change some of this in your settings. You can actually, you know, go to your, you can edit your profile if you want to. So just, you know, plain and simple. It's under Edit Your Profile, and you can change any of this that you want, okay? So that's how you do that. You just edit these sections. So under About, okay, work in education. Shows that I work. I wrote a little blurb here. Please like my fan page. You know, visit my blog. Tells what my blog is about. I listed my professional skills here. The schools that I went to. Some of them were listed, some of them were not. But the point is, I want you to make, you know, I want to make sure that people know, hey, I've got some skills. I can do this and that. And this is all public information. So this is what I made sure that the public can see. Now, contact and basic information. Notice here, I mean, you don't have to give out your phone number if you don't want to. You could list a Google Voice number here. Google Voice is a free service, you know, something that you can use. Obviously, it's not a smart idea to give out your address, okay? But other accounts, I show my Twitter, my Instagram, all of my websites, my fan page, my, you know, my email, my Facebook, you know, all that kind of stuff. There again, details. See this? I have this all filled out. Details about Teresa. It shows, you know, hey, you can go to my blog, you can go to my YouTube. Here's my email address. For goodness sakes, if you're going to do business, you can put your favorite quotes down here. Don't hide under a rock. Definitely don't hide under a rock, okay? Life events, and I just noticed this now. You'll see a lot of events in here. One says, fight the forces of evil like 6 times. I think I tagged it when I did some pictures, but that's okay. But see, any place you travel, you know, if you travel someplace, goodness gracious, you know, put some pictures with it or something, you know, you can edit this all, you know, to your heart's content. And this is all in your settings when you're setting up your profile. So when you're setting up your profile, you can actually, you know, edit any of this stuff, okay? Affiliate ads, you know. Now, keep in mind, this is a different profile I'm logged into at the moment, but I wanted to show you what people see publicly, all right? So if you're going to edit your profile, go into here when you're on your own page, so you hit your name up here, and just change some of this. It's not rocket science. It's not hard. It's super simple. And just keep that thing professional and don't hide your stuff, because you don't want to look like someone that's hiding, you know, under a rock and trying to hide all your information. If you're going to be in business, you're going to be in business. I mean, people are going to know your business, you know, to a certain extent. Anything that you want to make sure that everybody can see, whether they're your friend or not, you know, make it as public. You know, change this little symbol up here. All right. Notice here, this is public. This is public. When I share my blog posts, they're public, plain and simple, and you know, that's it. I mean, if I'm going to put something up there and I want everybody to see it, that's what I'm going to do, is make it public. So that's the common things that you want to avoid and properly set up as well while setting up your Facebook for business. My name is Teresa Kaiser, and make sure you check out my blog from the link below, and I'll see you in the next video.